Hello, I'm Cameron O'Neill, and I'm here with my presentation for IDS 301. And my two concentration areas are broadcast journalism and sports coaching. I was introduced to interdisciplinary studies. My advisor introduced me to interdisciplinary studies, and with interdisciplinary studies, she told me that it was a great major. And when I actually looked into it, I decided I was able to do a variety of things in ideas. It allows students to decide among two or three areas and encourage students to be creative and broaden their horizon. And thinking of combination concentrations that they're of their interest. And due to my interest in sports and television, I chose to do broadcast journalism and sports coaching. I envision being a sports commentator or analyst, and with my background in football, I'm getting prepared to be a high school football coach. Broadcast journalism, the reason I chose that because my lifestyle as a football player hasn't been the way I imagined it my freshman year, so I must have a fallback plan. And I figured broadcast journalism would be a great way to be around the sport that I love. And football is not guaranteed. If it happens, it happens, but if it don't, it don't. I'll be able to provide for my family or have a healthy living with broadcast journalism. And the mentors that I've had for a while watching commentating in sports is Stuart Scott, who is an ESPN sports anchor as we speak, Alan Seals, who is a WKRG5 anchor in my hometown of Mobile, Alabama, Mitch Williams, who's a sports anchor at WDAM right here in Hattiesburg. And his story is very motivational to me because he was a student athlete here at USM. He ran track and graduated and was able to see his dreams come to a reality and be successful doing it. Me choosing these guys are because they are all young African American men who you rarely see in the profession that they have, and all of them have raised the bar for young men like myself who are inspired by their stories, who are trying to be great broadcast journalism, great commentators, or great analysts, just like they are now. And that motivates me even more to be what they have become. And all of these guys' styles are very unique in their own special way. I felt like being a commentator around the game of football, or not even just football, but any sport, being a commentator, it actually brings the game to life. Have you just ever sat at home and watched a game, or if you ever watched sports, but watched a football game, or baseball game, or basketball game without commentators? I mean, it's plain, it's dull, it's dry. It doesn't give you, it's not giving you that sideline seat like you're actually there. And I feel like commentators bring the games to life, like Dick Vitale, who's known for his quotes and his pitch lines, just diaper dandies and awesome with a capital A. Like, he gets you in the seat of a fan as if you were there. John Madden, who is also known for his great punchlines in the NFL as a football commentator. With commentating, I also know that things may not work out as me being a commentator. And with me being a commentator, I also chose that I might want to be a football coach. Football coaching was a last resort, but I thought about my situation as me as a player in high school or college. My high school coach actually changed my outlook on being a coach, because me growing up in a single parent home, my high school coach was a father figure. He showed me what type of things that I need to do on and off the field. And just being familiar with every role as a high school coach, if you're a head coach, assistant coach, a grad assistant, maybe even a water boy, but you're having a role on a team is going to change a child's life drastically. And you have to envision every role that you're capable of being in. And with coaching, I have. And after doing research on different types of coaches like Tony Dungy, Lou Holtz, John Wooden, and John Madden, winning was not their main concept. Winning with a student or a child personally, on a personal level, was their concept. Because they believe that once you get a child to believe that you believe in them personally, they will move mountains for you. And like my coach did for me, just like I said, I grew up in a single parent home. He showed me the rules of life, like just being accountable, making sure I'm being responsible, being respectful, being punctual, always being on time, and carry myself presentable on and off the field. And there's always someone watching you. So carry yourself as if you're doing it if your parents were there. And I felt like with him changing my insight on being a better athlete, he also changed my insight on being a better person as a whole. And just making me grow up with great positive morals. Now every time I think about doing something out of the way, or if I have to think about if it's right or wrong, I think about what my coach told me. Be responsible, be accountable. There's people depending on you. You don't want to let these people down. And just to me thinking about it, any chance that I have to be a role in a child's life, I'm going to jump at that opportunity. And the two disciplines that I've compared and contrasted are very similar and very different in their variety of ways. But the dream of becoming a well-known anchor or a coach, regardless of any job that I get or any situation that I'm put in where I have to be a sports anchor, a sports commentator, or even a high school or college coach, I will be satisfied. Thank you.